Yanko America kakra na matches so far round of 16 na yenhwe omo ekomanim and the matches ho enra games ekoe ne ansem kakra na fi for transfers ne kakra ngono na yentinsi Africa de fi.
So you enra you who that Atletico Madrid side from Brazil. And only a Botafogo only 8-year match. Now proud to that particular game. Now the Botafogo also making sure say some be lose to crana bear 1-0 because PSG there almost the goals and I'm into almost beat me a share no more team stay in the competition. And exactly the plan almost me educum and making sure say in Pempino the star ATM air ball in the European competition almost de bono. So star na Botafogo so the Belmont because with defense and midfielder year result and attacker when it comes to strength, power and pace Obenya in Arta and then Ago Jesus. I don't plan on the buy. Until the plan was simple. Stick to your own half. And my home popo. Born on the Belina. Let's be disciplined. Let's work hard. Do the final stages now. You close to the spaces, no. And okay, the movement of Griezmann. Okay, Alexander Soloff, Julian Alvarez. Said you. Born on to me, your mom will do 18 boss. But a can be an on the fastest on Mom for born in Gramobiano. That work to perfection. And until the last minute, Griezmann, it may be that goal. And in as much as they were defensive, the number of chances a bad game, no. But I forgo anything a critique, but in all, you give it to Jan Black. Or making sure say ball be a baby piano or be say who situation na on to me my Botafogo for no intimi enyagu and ATM played as do be I expect say a team a free Europe so more person or more any they also more and no more numbers up front try to create something out of nothing and only a juma ATM but say do a juma no me and intimi and pay because Botafogo were determined and ready. So I'm betting me accord the next stage of the competition. The Diego Simeone they question lack and officiating what tournament no but they do. The fact of the matter they say teams now were ready and fully prepared for the occasion. And what this particular tournament in the attitude or the coach ATM in the La Liga and in the Champions League say pressure being in so Enrico Cerezo mark can say so when Timmy and your Bepam, that same attitude. And I said, you are the bad this tournament. And if you look at how the South America teams are redefined and am so purposeful in this particular tournament, so we your team now wish your man no I get it prepared because they do or more ready for the competition.
When you say lack swampa, PSG 6 points, Botafogo 6 points, Atletico Madrid 6 points, goals. And then Atletico Akotosomiensa, but PSG and Botafogo qualify from that group.
You know, a team are about 150 million euros forward. Ejina team who lack baby now. Who players need to live up. You are the lives of Griezmann. The quality you create ATM team, even the players on the bench, compared to the players of Botafogo. Into OWPPR, you have Diano Black in post. Said you, who Spain for a center Spain national team center back now. Oh, Marcos Llorente, look at the experience. Oh, Javi Gallet, share the midfield, Pablo Barros. So you debut now here. And everything to beat Botafogo. Everything to qualify from that group. And so you see a group. Nasa ye the Soundance, ye the team of your friend Botafogo no ATM with the pedigree, the experience, and how consistent ATM so you need luck to qualify. No. Quality now also showed on the field of play. Match will be okay. Abeka said, but Botafogo were rather unlucky because the number of saves are Diano Black here. You know, said it was gamer. No mum na nka also omushe goals no. ATM played, but chances ni nyina no. Team your friend Botafogo ni create here. The likes of Arta and then Abrantia your friend I go Jesus chance omu create here no. Diano Black na ntimi manantimi Antoinette. It said Diego Simeone me am the pardon ya so no so ache. E also me no mo pam no because we are threatening match on fashion count. Nim ahoden a otimi de bomb match against Real Madrid. So you the upper match na mo nko ka Madrid don Madrid bo. Obehu ball bo. After Madrid game eno ano. Nti we dey lack. He failed to live up to expectation and I think said the earlier Enrique Cerezo mo a better task no to win something the better.
Yentwaso.
Said you competition in my shepa na match bien why drew the na na home matching.
Okay.
Inter Miami versus Palmeiras. For the first time who say
2-2
yes. Sergio Busquets, Lionel Messi in a typical defensive shape. Because those two players, you know, within the club football, omo in a more attacking team. And Pempi, you know, Obo so no more baller. Sergio Busquets then the team, you know, ever fanated more than so with the almost city deep. But Sergio, obviously the plan I know be ko say, omo betimi make sure say Estevao William, Evangelista, Richard Irios, all those guys omo Marcos Rochamo, omo betimi making sure say omo betimi close spaces no. Now omo may use space na the advantage. And to look at the counter attack, omo de echo and Gustavo Gomez and he was just terrible on one part. Game no one team more and Sergio first goal no sound the and then the experience of Luis Suarez. Odinha the second goal at the mind, and it was a trademark Luis Suarez goal. Wow, here Suarez against PSG. Goals now this David Luis no, and no abako no team the two air born or G born no move here or take you Gustavo Gomez said you will be anti and stop no. The left side no the ball the two atna whoever tinanti me anya ho 2-0 and Inter Miami at the Mae. Natima your friend Palmeiras na na bobo ni nyina. Basejo, they didn't hear pano. And then na the different between those players or mobile any players or mobile experience ye key and Suarez kind of fast to say go ya experience was so key. But in the second half, and a coach your friend Ebe Ferreira ye 2 changes. Or the Paulino ban or the Ala said you and one on Jenny in edu. Omo na di omo pepiano omo de Inter Miami no eye. And the number of take-ons are said you now the chance are no more creativity everything. One ball no bien himself Estevao ball at Tottenham, but said you miss pulled no by inches before Paulino Eddie stretched the back line very well until we had the light of Redondo, Sergio and Chilo almost tracked through and Paulino being out the fair until a year next goal in by that goal was cracker. Kwanya ball in fast to see and said that Brandt say hit the ball with that technique no na go no it was an end-to-end action obiaji no nya space in the general goal ni cracker obiaji na otimi enya chance at the elbow. Inter Miami huge experience, unfortunately no muntimi maintaining the pace of the game until also almost take it to a defensive line by Javier Alessandro Mascherano. And I said do two teams in I also make it also only good results because when you good results I'll be here PSG the masters of this particular team omo and what form pay omo di room the favorite into Palmeiras there and on my tie with the Brazilian affair for the next stage Inter Miami ebebo PSG and we are in for that competition for all the year you know a story in different that na omo call outsider. The natural talents no more more like it until almost share those teams are almost produce those natural talents now. No more bread. This is one of the worst FC Porto team, if not the worst that I've seen. You know, a Porto team where they are no talent, who quality be need the usual Porto teams are you name so more babo diamond teams unfair marketer but Ali share no maba and people who watch the game clearly enjoyed looking at the number of goals. And on the US for normal pay. So goals back I'm teaching you say and no normal pay. But said you Ali, I don't think they were fully prepared for this particular competition because our performance was
the only Porto in Nani Kofi.
Yes.
Now Palmeiras and Inter Miami. Also winning 5-5-2-2. Okay. You better the games, you know, Emo Kakra. Now, our Mohammed, Africa interest, you know. Ali, Wak.
Me catch her, was it 2 or 3 days ago? Say, likely say by the end of the group stages, you know, I don't see any African
qualifying.
Yes.
To the quarterfinals.
Yes, a Sundowns in any group I muye kakra. As I do the defeat against Dortmund no am I muire. Because now the last game is going to be against Fluminense. Almost a Brazil side. The Brazilian story still continues to be in the competition.
They go 116 stage.
Yes. Yashas here, but third round of games up till now, no Brazilian club and lose till no Botafogo lose. But in as much as some lose no class, it has been good enough for them to be in the next stage. But I was impressed with early game, no, honestly.
Okay.
In as much as I want me qualification, with Sam Abu Ali scoring that hat trick, check that magnificent goal from Mohamed Ali Ben Ramadani. I need to give Poto the credit for coming back. Ali Sheno Mati. So it's been said. Among for Bebre, Adrian almost said tournament and a chance here we did, especially what up group now. Inter Miami was supposed to be the weaker side. But Joe, Omono my team, that qualification on Malcoca Palmeiras. So Joe, for Ali going out around this stage in the very, very disappointing. But Joe, I think say Omon go money
okay.
A disappointed about things say Omon go money.
And they quickly and then 7 p.m. Games because Auckland City ne Boca Juniors na Benfica almost any Bayern Munich ni 7 p.m. All right, yeah, sure almost Boca coming from that group. Group C.
You know, Benfica Bayern Munich. The amount means that you ne clear no Bayern Munich already have qualified. Into a Kuisia who say main players no person and this tournament has been Hurricane and Michael Olise. Those are the two guys taking Bayern Munich team to the next level. And you are expected say me arrested most of these guys for the competition. So that implies that Benfica are a better place and Benfica are 4 points. 4 points. 4 points. So
plus 6 goals.
Plus 6 goals.
Boca Juniors with me about to take over.
You know, Boca Juniors to we must say be at almost bechiche goals. Benfica more 6 and a Bayern more 10.
The plus 1 plus 6. Imagine.
And
to me no me
7.
Okay.
On bet me 7.
Okay.
And Bayern, you know, as a Bayern don't full set about they will beat Benfica.
Okay.
Because Benfica team went to a different form. Porto team no. Quality Romunisha, talented materials Romunisha. But I want to believe that Bayern will not start with their full squad because looking at the weather and other players, teams in some the realm of preseason, I don't know. Until almost give you the French opportunity to play. So yes, Benfica will advantage at least a draw or a win. Everything you push Benfica Monaco. But for Boca Juniors versus Auckland City, Boca Juniors will just win, hoping say results have ever had a bit me a favor. You know, I win for Boca Juniors and again Benfica, and so say Bayern and starting with their key men there. Then I'm expecting Benfica to also win. Now to transfers.
Yeah, but transfers, no. But my main call doctor, New Scientific Herbal Clinic, okay. Meba, na fiya baba. Can I say
No, Cobra.
Okay.
Jeremy Frimpong and Amilos Kekes no Babishim.
Yeah.
Now it looks like almost signing here so strategic and so spot on. Mesa will replace Trent Alexander-Arnold with Jeremy Frimpong. A very good signing.
Okay.
Now, I do a bit of from Geno. We near me be a won't say. No, many any Adam for Budu.
Yes.
I come Manchester and tea. I could try baby a friend Cape Coast restaurant. And now my penny be bechiami.
Okay.
Nay, Jeremy Frimpong, brother. I hope no more catch him say Jeremy Frimpong, even though you're Netherlands, Manchester no try you call school qua academy. Call Man City ni Bibia, and from Manchester to Liverpool is maximum 40 minutes drive.
Yeah.
So what it means is that what si Chrome Hoase, or dynamics ni Bibia or TSA. So for such a player, when they sign him, adaptation, so only chrono and system no fun and yet thing and for mom. So in Jeremy Frimpong, I think they have a very good replacement for Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah.
My GM said the Jeremy Frimpong the Bema Liverpool this season, it could be better as a right fullback. It could be better than Nka Trent to try or the Bema.
I see.
We are no free honoma. And Nay Robertson, it looks like he'll be leaving. And Kekes are both Premier League now Bonier. Now they are going for him.
Yeah.
So Darwin Nunes a call now Kofa Florent Vets. Yes, player by do baby and a hard drink a but players are more skillful near than things or barbecue be with him. So for me, if they are replacing Darwin Nunes with Florent Vets on paper, it's an improved addition.
Okay.
Now more here almost signing in term to the extent there, or more benya almost for pre-season on term. as we speak, I'm not too sure as Arsenal are any prominent signing, even though they are talking about Benjamin Sesko, Omobede, Omodiako, they are talking about Sebi Ombenya Leroy Sani for free. Edena Abeka Omutimunoniade. But Liverpool no G League no Chimu 10 points, or say we any signings in Temeja. No, I focus. Once I call club World Cup, nibi. Into omo munya distraction, Man City munya there. All be bound and some of the players will be break your amo makwa rest. The fact that Liverpool will not be were not any part of a club World Cup, it becomes an advantage for them.
All right.
Yeah, City I had some few signings. You talk about Tijani. City signing this season, no. For me, and just so exciting by the area because Tijani, Rangers, Ryan Cherky, and then Atinuri, they are good. You say average players, but I think say Liverpool signing somewhere and idea. Now they who say Man United now D15th, and so far one signing why. One signing supporters a dream so be demonstration the team paying for currently. Why? Because almost to take it in then what league worry supporters a bo fool. That time no more decided. Say Jim Ratcliffe more decided say take it now Crawford to the very match. No better to. What quality football have you sold to the fans at Old Trafford to merit increase? The Jim Ratcliffe ni team ni yen nyina say sika bebe team one almost lay off about 500 workers and o lay off Manchester United. Eja o mu nyina kwan yo nipa 500 o ma pam o mu nyina enti ase kire ne say sika nkomo de betua saafo ni nyina ka na etre team ni mu o ma close team no canteen ana players ni ko didi for free ni sa na ma no. To the extent that Sir Alex Ferguson, the ambassadorial benefit anoji, or stripping in off in an attempt to keep money in the club. Okay. Now they are raising, they are hiking up ticket prices. When you don't decide to take it to know matches on Beboinano, breaking into 3 categories A, B, C, D. Into category A matches a beer on a ball, a ranging between some £59 sterling to £97 sterling at Old Trafford. General, whilst Liverpool, as I said in near my essay, the United distraction and players a back or more by yourself. Maybe the transfer window is quite young. Let's see how things pan out. But I think Liverpool have gotten it spot on.
The prize money so far won by these African teams at the FIFA Club World Cup will make them stronger on the continent. These clubs will take home no less than $15 million each, which is equivalent to GFA's budget for 10 years in organizing GPL. So why is Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Hearts of Oak thinking? It's pathetic looking at these two clubs. Dr. Franco should not be scared of what Liverpool is doing. 2 seasons ago, we saw Liverpool spend over we saw Chelsea spend over £1 billion pounds in just one transfer window. And yet they had one of their worst seasons in recent times. Kofi and Atui and so all right, more on Simbi Kafa one.
Now, how do you compare this one to? Franco never mentioned figures. He mentioned individual quality. Chelsea Kofa Wellington from Santos, then of Strasbourg. How do you compare it to this one? Serio. So Chelsea Kofa Levi Cowell. How do you compare Levi Cowell to establish Jeremy Frimpong? Serio. Even Kopama. How do you compare Kopama City to an established Florent Vase? How free by Leverkusen never. Franco even never mentioned figures.
One
don't.
The men fan compare Chelsea or say no.
And the Chelsea
quality
quality Liverpool dia come team Ben Jeremy.
For feature me quality Chelsea the best at time now antino.
Robert Sanchez mo na ene Petrovic no mo ene Jorgensen mo na free opom.
Rotten tools we no. All right, yentuaso. Andy, my Musa Sasso, Enzo Maresca Sama all on prize money. A FIFA Club World Cup, no, or say, coach, the owners just want the best for us and for the players game by game. They never put pressure on me or players to win this tournament because of the money. on court akwa we the team in the pa onesi me mpeni for say ni aka kire me nti on dey che say
you know Angel Maresca omo the team na chem said the open on fire now we players or sign Man City nkura ono omo aye adwuma pen no the onim omo Man City mu so omo kwa no de omo
the lap no
omo nko the lap Toysen Romeo Lavia mu nyina so omo nyina City for and a boy omo say pen is City
wow
the guy tense no ono see City or Chelsea City no omo say na omo the team na chem said you pay bia on fanye na you know Chelsea team ya ye nkura nko a so who pay players I also call for another your own step you call for mature players but team no wanye hwe a odika ka kire mo so 2 years so what's more money 2 years 2 years
2 years to make the top 4
and only 1 year
to win
just we are there
and what team ya wasaje conference league nti adwuma omo de ba na wa ya broso nti team no was it
wa ya broso
ntem nti oye very okay na mu lutu to Flamingo no wan hwe ne body ne dimi na bia na original bench o ase match na mko body agro bi na malusu enye hwe nti that is the position of the team, that is the position of management, and that is the position of the team as well. Na Chelsea ball no more bar who players require individually the position of ye munyanto was ye man improve ye taski ye say en konko we nere so you come teach no more bono. I don't think PSG, Real Madrid, Manchester City, any teams no more bono. They want to win because of the prize money. No, they want to win because of the prestige. And until no more bo enya prize money ntia. Prize money as a Joe. Team Manchester City be nano enye na be mo makoto player. Enye na be mo makoto player. Enye na be mama do that team akọ market akoto player obuhia. But just for the prestige. And until na come teach no more bo. Nti Enzo Maresca say me oh you fan you be unhappy. Oh you sympathizer or you be unhappy. But the reality is that empenifo no omli team na man no sa no so only team. And we share the line of transfers bibia let's say sa no mo person mo ko nti say do we can only give him time and hope that things will work out. Now the transfers. So Nico Williams na me start e free. Na Sunday no na Lazema Training Center. Abranti e friend Nico Williams e ko ba say den locker e wo hodo. Wakoyi ni niema nyina free.
Yeah.
Obi enim say abranti no ba bi ogina na say opese Barcelona no kokobo. To wakoyi ni niema free ho. Okokrom ho a draw ma draw do ne nua Nico Williams Inaki Williams no supporters ne buofu say what disrespect omo nti omo akoyi na frim ama aka Nico Williams Inaki Williams nko a picture ne wo ho ti say the city na now again ni nua pani no so ko bake no o say disrespect so be ko akoyi the picture na free ho because Abrantian was serve team no very very well. On so back in Indiana as usual. Now the deal no said you 58 million euros. Bayern for room Eddie said you picture on omo yi ni frame the way omo picture na Naki in Indiana. But omo yi na frame mama say I can in your penny.
The boy so on trambe ba hosa.
Said you say
omo say boy so on trambe ba hosa till the rest of the life.
No.
So, omutim.
For the rest of his life, on travel bar was
you know, omutim
culture.
Chrome horn mano. As a culture, like everything pass a ho, a baby booby.
Yeah.
Into your chrome honia, odi ni necessary. But when a dear no, baby, I mean, many fans in the eye drain is all force him.
No fans, no. And one
yeah.
To the extent in Yanton, a bit the crowd, my being
says love about last year. And one.
No, you know, this one he's
because Barcelona they not a big
also in football say player nan can say push for a mover and disrespect to the club. Me pese me ko mon ton me na me nko. Okoyi yo ne ma free ho. Nka mu ye din na clubs nan can say e di omudwane ade a e ready a no akra na uko. Ba wo de wo pese o te se o tie atua te se de Dembele mu tie atua nsa no mo ba Barcelona no. Wo yes fans ne mfancho. Interestingly, while we are on better than you, go on. Yes, why we on better was because story near so everybody knows who crano, a dino crano, in a kidney one crano power.
Okay.
Now, you know, you're liking the sort of need to Juan Garcia.
Okay.
I'll see the Espanol keeper don't buy. Obien himself Barcelona the Espanol on. But the Copa said Barcelona a branch and the guy was quiet. He was not pushing for a move, said the Nico Williams. Oh, ye ding. And a Barcelona ye 25 million euros. And I'm going to call La Liga straight. No, this can go to because Espanol are more the face to negotiate with them. Go to your release clause and you are good to go. But Nico dear said you only hands the flick a casa or Babasa. Ni agent Aquacusia Barcelona. Deco Aqua Bilbao. Inti General last season the uncle SAB. But this time he's pushing for a move. Chinchina Changobebo Barcelona. And they see him to be disrespect to Bilbao for no. Into almost 58 million euros release clause and no one is cow Babaje. And Barcelona decided to say, so Mutian is a CIA M1 because a beko the old financial checkbook him into 1st July to 2nd July. Not just somebody are starting new season, you know, until now back the 2025-2026 a checkbook him. So the bear or more balance on books now or beat him the eye. Nico Williams is a good player, but I think he shouldn't be pushing and rushing to play for Barcelona.
And
obviously,
only our Mumwami, Coutinho, Dembele, Nico Williams. What is common about these three players? Coutinho,
I only not pushing for a move.
Nico Williams. Barcelona for the anima.
Says a
Almost players nechi. What here? No players are Mabomudin.
Yeah.
Coutinho from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Sana Barcelona for a year. I've read the nature say no way. You see, Jan Manoko. Dembele dear, also training call yes, she be near Barcelona, Korea. Nico Williams, Barcelona for ya.
And almost a PhD obidium.
Enti Barca for no. Almost Bayern.
Coutinho force it way.
Ombe sharp player nature yama. Chese ombe disrespect to team no number of no mama.
Yes.
Sa no muye.
Yanko.
Good
morning, sir. Anzo Maresca is not an industrious coach. He seems not disturbed by the poor performance. He needs to be spoken to. His utterances are annoying. Alaji Mama Salia.
Yeah, 2 years.
He has completed Chelsea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
The owners why am I bruso?
Yes.
Sure, Enzo,
Enzo there.
Better team no match.
Give your call, say, or father say, baby, I say, a training tour, and I say, friends saying,
but they do football pass support any British coach in the place. I want the situation of Chelsea.
The Chelsea could do, yeah, quite.
Musica players who drama and some matured players.
Yeah.
More Man City. Well, let's see. So you Manchester United and so transfers ni be pre now quick one. Brian Buemo almost the card 55 koi. Emma Tima Yefreno Brentford are rejected. Man United top up with 5 at the 60 million pounds at the Akko and said you I feel 60 million pounds will be enough for Brian Buemo. And United should be looking at Joker to say, Wakache of Franco Veranda said, on more Sporting Lisbon bill.
Okay.
And said, yo, team my friend Arsenal almost on my reluctant to market to be able to country on your manager of player. Bradley Bakula and Arsenal didn't. How much did they get? You have Martinelli. When you were quiet, he'll be banking the goals in the amount. Benjamin Sesko is there, Jokeres is there. Who say Arsenal for pussy, and now was almost at the almost quite bede. It's now a different story until date. She how quick Liverpool are almost signings. She how quick Manchester City are almost signings. But Arsenal, Manchester United said you almost area for the signings will be expected so almost ebeye. To joke the Saka say on stay with the Sporting Lisbon bill. Fenerbahce the 18 million euros at the Manchester United. Say Abranti a friend Jadon Sancho no muhiano. Said you Jadon Sancho a Japanese or Beko. But I think say Manchester United in 18 no. Said you 40 50 and come mupe. But I think they should take that money at least 25-30. Omuni says cano.
My from Bezon Beji 18.
Yes, I'm going 18.
Already watch 5 million in free Chelsea. Can I say Chelsea 25 no father?
Okay.
And also on Penon Waji 5. G20 never no man okay.
Well, okay.
Omunyaga guy no.
Awa. I'm Kwesiata from Kaswa. Nico hasn't done anything wrong. He stayed last season because of the fans. Now he wants to leave. Very simple. Okay, and now there, and Joe tells Franco Naro that he must choose his words carefully when talking about Barcelona. Osamwako, they've opened their TV.
They have opened their TV.
Or the Free Netherlands. And
2023.
Yeah.
They have
opened their TV. Say 2 years ago.
2 years ago. 2023. Osamwako.
Okay. So someone be on TV, no? I'll say, I'm going to come in as I'm going in any day. All right. Opened their TV. Just a while, just say, when you were me, mom, shout out, no more open on TV, no. There's a medium general crowd still feels me wrong. Oh, yeah. Our.
Expression.
You want to papa be. Say, you can't see 1 year tafia. We're too quiet.
Okay.
Tafia just say nanti. Oh, nanti.
Okay.
Ti papa, you be saying, Alaji, who defender no? Oh, nanti.
190. Just what too quiet.
What too quiet? Or the outside. And be a no see.
Oh, the Ozawa come to Ghana. I said, I don't so Chelsea or the idea Bapa discussion here, but it's just 17. No,
Agree.
I said, I can't cry. Correct. The very reference to Adibia. I say, would I free? Feel free, never bra. Our
Sergio,
you must look at Crana.
Yes, Club World Cup. They say, do dona. The Kai Esperance any. Chelsea game na ebaso and 1 o'clock ahomache no say you media say you I wish Esperance gets the final win and progress to the next stage because they stand a mathematical chance of qualifying. After losing in the first game no omotimenya opportunity etimia win in the next game against Los Angeles FC and I think say you is good enough omo lose to Flamingo no the next game otumi win no at least among more leverage kakra or more alongside Sundowns wins about Africa way. The last game against Chelsea. Now, no painami we do report say Enzo Maresca IBA obe changing his set in kakra ahead of that game now. Ebasu between Esperance de Tunis and Chelsea. And so yeah, not Chelsea. Luzuna Esperance said I think they're too disappointing for the Chelsea fraternity. So for me, I wish based on the Africa interest, Esperance beat me an opportunity no more to the next stage. So Simeone Inzaghi afraid Victor Osimhen say Opanacho say on me joining the project no ewo Al Hilal. Initially now they were pushing through to get the opportunity. Nanka even wababe joining omo edi omoni na akọ the Club World Cup no. But unfortunately entimi amaso. Despite say Club World Cup na ekoso na ahead of the next season project say you Al Hilal is still keen on getting on board Victor Osimhen from Napoli no about joining up till now the transfer situation no bibia nyan kikensi ani because Galatasaray ska SSL omomanu say yo omunni Napoli so as a omonyan ready say omobetimi ni na to so the main problem is say English clubs nanka betimi meeting the demands no but I said yo as a reluctant kakra Chelsea and Shedan show much seriousness in how to bring on board Victor Osimhen. Arsenal na me hu ni say so omani won eda kwan da ho a ese so munya at least 1 or 2 strikers dey omo ba on board omo so are reluctant so the situation no enyanki kensi ani but Simeone Inzaghi na friend no say on mejo ani omo no ma meka Al Hilal omo front line no ni Mitrovic enye the 2 marksmen up front say you kai be a very good firepower up front having these 2 proven strikers omo bejo ani ewo Al Hilal ani monum say you Orlando Pirates as well Rulani Mokwena. Indication about say after say Jose Rivero free ho Echo Ali no they were searching for a coach Dia Edika Bapa ye Rulani Mokwena based on a Juma wetimi any Sundowns haye say ye didn't baba on board no about fa the Orlando Pirates team no but say in a twist omako kofa a Moroccan international Abdesalam Ouadou onu na the new manager for Orlando Pirates. Say you be on yan kwan share Tunisia 2004. That team now, Badu Zaki, Eddie Morocco drew final losing against Tunisia. No. This guy was the man or the back line, or no, alongside experienced Nuruddin Nebet, Zahir remote time, no, any Marwan Shamak when he was leading the line for the Moroccan national team during that time. Abdesalam Wadu alongside the likes of Yusuf Safri, formerly of Norwich City Mo, and the Kade Moroccan team. No, Seju, Onu the new manager for Orlando Paris. Ebabeko Orlando Paris, and I think Seju a very good move. When you have some couple of coaches what teams or what coachy Morocco set up. No, that's the reason why they are bringing on board. Seju, Kitwe be on Christopher Buzuba, the Ghanaian international, young Ghanaian international. Unya Kwai Eba. Ewo the recent Unity Cup, your boy, Black Stars, any the likes of Super Eagles of Nigeria, any Trinidad and Tobago. Masejo, Akwako Basse, RKC Genk, the team, I agree a 15 million euro move, say uncle joining Al Qadsiya. Sejo, player, when you a very good season with RKC Genk, qualifying to the UEFA Champions League, getting his debut for Black Stars. What impressive. Getting Nigeria, and he really impressed. But to Saudi Arabia around this time, at early age of around 21, 22, no, when you need to for 13 Black Stars position, no, call up now, yeah. So for me, in as much amount for Casa Kodiska on Kojino, so I think any project in Nanka says so kakra, but a no decision.
Okay, Obi, I say the 1997 and a 17 squad. There was Lai Kinson and Emmanuel Jogu. I left them out yesterday.
I mentioned.
Kind.
Yeah, Obi Kai.
Yeah.
And I'm a Kai. Now Chikratia. And I'm a boy, Emmanuel Jogu. Former House of Folk winger. Yeah.
This is a former Nida, bro.
Yes.
Okay, names, you know.
Yes.
I pay names, na boss, I tournament. Okay.
Yeah.
The squad, the penny, I mean, Obi and Free.
Okay.
Tell Andy that he's exaggerating too much. How on earth is Florent Vitt better than Kopama? Because he's the same person who has complimented Kopama on this same show on several occasions. Is it Lamont? Ransford.
Me say, before Kopama coming to Chelsea, I was here at the level of Florent Vitt. No. Kopama was one, it's a community shield. He excelled. And at Chelsea, the fire. And only game will be at the Kopama.
Yeah.
But Florent Vitt has been consistent for Leverkusen for the second time running. In the German national team as well. Or the Omabo. Leverkusen went unbeaten.
And he said, no. Or Mummy, no.
Me pe Kopama chemo.
Okay.
But me say, tell my Chelsea turn a ban.
Okay.
Now we need the level of Florent Vitt.
Okay.
So the German players naturally are not special. They are special collectively.
Okay.
It's an a German format. It may kata mana Kopama eba as compared to Florent Vitt today. Sana medeka.
Okay. All right. Yedi besi ha na fe ya twa ho kakra aba. Ya ba efisem kwa Kessben television Kessben 93.3 kwa Mickey. Okay.